So we move to 197 pounds, seventh place match. Both these gentlemen are All-Americans. And for that seventh place medal, it is Ryan Wolfe, a senior from Ryder, the Fighting Bronx, 23-6, taking on Kevin Beazley, a junior from Old Dominion, the Monarchs. He's 25-7. I'm Todd Schumacher, giving you the play-by-play along with my partner A.L. Hayslip from the Scott Trade Center.
And on the mat, with the whistle, Angel Rivera and his partner, Mr. John Nath.
Second time we've seen a Ryder wrestler. Previously we saw Chad Walsh in the seventh place match. So trying to dig in is Beazley.
Beazley, the number 10 seed, dropping down in the bracket to the consolation side after a 6-0 loss to Brett Favre from Minnesota.
Beazley wearing that sleeve on his left leg. Does not appear to be wrapped underneath that. A lot of guys, if they have their knee wrap, will put a sleeve over there so the tape stays in place.
Ryan Wolfe, the number 8 seed, Todd, dropping down to the consolation side of the bracket. He lost to the number 1 seed from the University of Missouri, Jaden Cox, by a major decision and a score of 10-1.
Both wrestlers sizing each other up halfway through the first. Beazley trying to get some fakes going, head and shoulders. Oh, boy. Tough fight, hand fighting there.
Beazley, a junior, finishing second in the Mid-American Conference Championships. He's from Howell, Michigan. Graduated from Detroit Catholic Central.
Excitement going on in the third place match for Ohio State.
Ryan Wolfe, wrestling for 7th place, finished as the champion at the EWL. He is a senior from Newcastle, Delaware. Went to Caravelle Academy.
You know what's missing in the Old Dominion corner is Coach Steve Martin, one of the more animated coaches. He's actually over there in the corner, kind of peeking through the tables and chairs at this match. Watching a short time in the first. Hand fighting by Wolfe there. Time's going to expire. He took a swipe there with the left hand.
4, 3,
gets worn by Angel Rivera.
1, time.
Scoreless first period, Todd.
See what Beazley will take the down position. Angel Rivera assisted by Mike McCormick. Or, I'm sorry.
John Nath.
John Nath.
John Nath, right.
Yeah. Mike McCormick earlier on this match.
Saw John in the hotel elevator the other night. Very, very nice guy.
That's the thing about
good
these
officials.
officials. Yeah, not only are they great officials, but they're all nice guys, too.
Yeah, they sure are.
Fake there by Wolfe. Keeps the pressure on the head of Beazley, and they go out of bounds. Stalling on Beazley. Beazley kind of pleading his case. That's a second one, I was just going to say.
Right. I was going to say and of course, Angel Rivera was informed of that by the head table. And by his opponent's coach.
So, yeah. Tied up. We're 30 seconds into the second period.
And certainly high risk for a wrestler to have points put on the board because of his stalling at the end of the first period, just the beginning of the second. Got a lot of wrestling time remaining.
Tie up at center mat. halfway through this period. Wrist control by Wolfe on that right hand of Beazley. A lot of shots to the face here.
Heavy hands.
Yes. Nice aggressive wrestling.
Of course, only a good wrestling coach would say that. Heavy hands and nice aggressive wrestling in the same sentence. And I really do appreciate that.
Yeah. Easily. I said wears that sleeve on his left leg and then has that thumb wrapped up on the left hand. And Wolfe has two of his fingers taped together on his right hand. So as we know, as you go through the season, as you go through this tournament, a lot of bumps and bruises accumulate.
These wrestlers, of course, start working out in September, October time frame, but we know they are obviously staying in shape throughout the summer. Wrestling begins in November. I know for our guys it began first weekend in November, held all the way through this week in March, and of course a lot of them will be continuing to train after this. It's pretty grueling, and it is a grind for sure.
I tell my high school wrestlers that, you get late in the season, you don't want to wrestle injured, but you sometimes have to wrestle hurt.
Right. And there is a distinction.
Yes. Wait, Wolfe getting that leg really elevated, but Beazley able to recover far side of the mat. They'll say loss of control, and there'll be a challenge from Old Dominion. Coach Dixon comes to the table. He's challenging loss of control. He's an associate head coach, 11 years of experience, 12th season with the Monarch program. He's been with Coach Steve Martin for a while.
And we have a video review underway. Mr. John Nath and Angel Rivera, of course, watching the action on the replay. Question is whether or not there was loss of control.
As they look, Ryan Wolfe, redshirt senior from Newcastle, Delaware, went to Caravel Academy. Beazley, meanwhile, out of Howell, Michigan, with the Detroit Catholic Central High School, redshirt junior.
And after further review, the call stands 1 point for the escape, and we're coming back to the neutral position. Angel Rivera, of course, he's getting them all set up, ready to go. And readjusting the cameras here on the head table. And that was the last challenge for Old Dominion. All of that, of course, tracked by the computer.
Track wrestling is the live scoring, so they're getting that squared away here after the video review. Nice. Wolfe, elbow pass. And Beazley tried to go with a trip and almost lost his balance and was in a compromising situation. At center mat, it is Ryan Wolfe from Ryder in the white singlet. Kevin Beazley from Old Dominion in the black and blue combination singlet. Wolfe shoots in. Beazley with a terrific counter. Now goes near side cradle. Wolfe squirms out of that, able to get his head free, and now into a scramble situation. So from a bad scenario for Wolfe to at least an opportunity to get into a better situation, possibly a stalemate. There's Beazley. And Wolfe passing that leg on the far side of the mat. Out of bounds, nothing. Boy.
That near side cradle you were talking about, also a standing cradle, and could have been lethal had he been able to execute.
15.
Short time in this match. And a 2-1 lead for Wolfe from Ryder.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time.
So your winner for 7th place from Ryder, it is Ryan Wolfe, the 8th seed. Final score 2-1.